Welcome, welcome everybody. Welcome, we're live. We're live on YouTube. At least today we are. Oh, Granny Cow. Girl. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Vinny D. Martini, M. Fletcher, champs. How are you guys? Pump up the kitty. Oh, my beautiful granny cat. Wow, to have 5 more minutes, just a few seconds to pet her alive would be amazing, man. It'd be amazing. We all die. We're all going to die, man. We're all going to go. We're here. And the moments like these are precious, where there you are with your loved one, right, in her elderly years, right? My beautiful cat. This is what we should teach kids: how to love, how to be part of, how to cherish the moments as they are, right? As they evolve, as the beautiful moments evolve, cherish them. Be with your cat. I love my cat. Mark Scotty reporting. Mark Scotty reporting. What a day today. Oh my God, look at this. Aman al-Zawahiri. You remember that guy? Let's give him some reverb. Aman al-Zawahiri. Dead. Aman al-Zawahiri is dead. Who the fuck is Aman al-Zawahiri? He is allegedly, according to Joe Biden, Osama bin Laden's leader. I don't know if that was a gaffe that Joe Biden said, but nonetheless, Aman al-Zawahiri was hanging out in Afghanistan in his, taking his son on his balcony with his family and wife and family inside, right? And fucking CIA shot a bomb into his home and killed him. So everybody's happy about that. Death. We're happy about that. We should celebrate death. We should celebrate because it's revenge. It's good. Right? They knocked down our buildings. They killed our people. Those people over there, they killed us because they say we killed them first. Right? If you go before 9/11, right? If you go before 2001, the Arabs were saying that the United States, throughout the 90s, because of the economic policy, was killing and starving them out. And then their reaction was 9/11. A bunch of kooks get on a plane, knock down some planes, right? So they allege we killed them. We allege they killed us before that. And then on 9/11, they killed us, so now we got to kill them back, right? It's a cycle of killing if you haven't figured it out yet, right? That's what it is. It's a celebration of killing. But nonetheless, you might like that. So this guy, what is it? There he is. This guy right here, Aman al-Zawahiri. We're going to look at all the details. There he is with his alleged leader, or he was the leader with Osama bin Laden that the world hates because he was the mastermind behind 9/11. But I guess the point is we killed him. Right? And now we'll wait for them to kill us, because it's a never-ending cycle. If I kill you, right, your people, your tribe will try to kill me because you killed my tribe. Right? You killed the leader of my tribe. I'm not, again, my opinion of what this guy did is irrelevant. What this guy did is irrelevant. I'm looking at the action of America. This is our response to Al-Qaeda, to organized terrorism that we believe sits in the pocket of places like Pakistan and Afghanistan. The object is to find them and kill them before they kill us. So it's a kill or be killed game. That's what I'm pointing out. where does the game end? What's the end game? Well, it seems like the killing escalates. Right? You kill 3,000. We kill a couple in the Arab world, maybe 100. And then the Arabs turn around, the Afghanistans turn around and kill 3,000 on 9/11. Right? And then what do? We turn around and kill 1 million. I don't know how many Afghanistan people died during the bombing and plummeting and reshuffle. Right? And then we come out the other side, and now it's our turn. Now you've got the entire Arab world. You killed one of ours. I thought Afghanistan was now off limits. I thought everything was supposed to fall into place, and the Americans were gone. But no, we're still CIA, still killing their enemies. Right? Stop the cycle of killing, and maybe we have a chance. Right? Maybe. Again, not to say that these are not bad people, but what makes you better by they kill you and then you turn around and kill them? Who's better? It's a cycle of killing. Right? Or you could say, well, Conti, you're short-sighted. What about if they were rats and the rats were taking over your home and you have to kill them? I'll hold that thought. Are they rats? I don't know. They're humans. It's the human cycle that we're evaluating. So Marcus Conti reporting. Looks like the market's going to have a down day. Looks like we're going a little red today. We'll look at that in a little while. Also, Joe Biden. Joe Biden is saying he's announcing. Joe Biden announced Ayman al-Zawahiri is dead, and we'll look at that story. Joe Rogan making some news on Epstein. Oh my God, Joe Rogan, because he's so big and he's allowed to, is whipping a conspiracy, or is it a conspiracy, a long-held conspiracy, that Jeffrey Epstein was in fact a CIA operative and or a Mossad. People love that word. They used to love that word, Mossad. Oh my God. That's like the Jewish God. That's Jewish CIA. Joe Rogan says that Jeffrey Epstein may have been a Mossad CIA. Now, the other part of CIA is that did they allow Jeffrey Epstein to get the fuck out of there, even though he was an agent? Or, because if Jeffrey Epstein was Mossad and or CIA, Jeffrey Epstein is, according to Joe Rogan, this is not me. This is not my conspiracy theory. This is a reporter reporting on Joe Rogan's story. I don't know what I believe. I don't know what I believe. I just know that if Rogan's story is true, that Jeffrey Epstein was in fact Mossad, then one would also have to speculate that Jeffrey Epstein may in fact still be alive somewhere, or CIA killed him, and it eliminates the possibility that he killed himself. Why would a sitting CIA agent do himself in? It wouldn't happen. Right? It wouldn't happen. He wouldn't do himself in. He would wait for the tribe to show up and get him out. Right? So it's an interesting speculation. And there's one other story about a guy who shot his wife in the head or in the chest on an African safari. It's a fascinating story. My name is Marcus Conti. I'm a guy who makes videos here and elsewhere. We are live right now on YouTube. If that should not be the case one day, come to marcusconti.com, and this live stream link will lead you to DLive. We'll reconnect it to DLive. Again, we're hoping that YouTube will allow us to stay, but it seems, sometimes it's just not possible. It's just not in their business model to allow, freedom of speech, freedom of ideas. If it is, then we'll be here. If not, then we'll be somewhere else. And thank you, YouTube. Spread the word. We're back. Everybody say, oh, it's good to see you back, Marcus. Good to see you back. It's good to be back. It's good to be back on your screen. I love being on your screen and having you listen to what I'm saying. And it reassures me that what I'm saying has some value, or you wouldn't be listening, right? So anyway, Marcus Conte reporting. What do we got here? So that was Granny Cat. Granny Cat. I love Granny Cat. I have a website. I already told you about that. Oh, there's if you want to contribute to this channel, it's the only way we get paid. Certainly, we're not getting monetized here. PayPal or Patreon are ways to support this program, or just join us every morning at 9 a.m. like the fine people in the chat are here. TJ is here. Vinny DiMartini. Cass Philly Camden. Zoot Cooter. My brother. Buddha Girl's here. Hi, Buddha Girl. How are you? Buddha Girl says his girlfriend, Jasleen, and her dad were both Mossad. Buddha Girl addressing the Jeffrey Epstein story. We'll talk more about it. D. Gulang. So good morning, everybody. Spread the word that we're back on YouTube. You got to kind of find us. Always the best way to find us, I guess, is MarcusConte.com, and surf around on YouTube. If we disappear on YouTube, I have there's two Marcus Conte channels. We're floating around. We're floating from here to there or whatever. I don't know where we are, man. I don't know. There's so many rules. I don't know what to say anymore. So let's start here. Let's watch Joe Biden fucking foam at the mouth.
Relying on law enforcement to save lives. Then on January 6th, we relied on law enforcement to save our democracy.
Save our democracy on January 6th. Joe Biden whipping that conspiracy theory that our democracy was in danger. Big time, right? Big time. When the people rose up. The people rose up to address Congress and Senate, to address their opinions and voice their opinion. They went to Congress and Senate, and that is a threat to democracy, says Joe Biden.
To save our democracy.
Save a threat. They had to save democracy. It's Joe Biden. Well, anyway, Joe Biden, we know who Joe Biden is. He's a cracker. He's the president. He's the president. And that bad, dirty Trump, the guy that everybody, half the country hates, and you're not allowed to speak about in any good light whatsoever. Fuck you, Trump. Bad Trump. Bad Trump. Son, don't say that 5-letter word ever again. I don't ever want to hear that 5-letter word in my fucking house. Excuse me. Trump became a curse word, right? Trump is like the 4-letter word, right? But Trump is the 5-letter word that you can't say. Starts with a T, ends with a P. Trump. Just the sound of Trump's name, right? You could see like half the country's fucking head turn. They go like this when they hear Trump. They curl up into an aggressive ball of fucking anger and hate. Fucking Trump. Oh, I hate him. He's gonna go to fucking jail. They get so angry. So angry, man. Right? Work on your anger, right? Work on your anger, right? That's what you got to do, man. So what was I saying? So $1 million dentist and big game hunter from Pennsylvania, my home state, was found guilty of murder and mail fraud Monday for the shooting death of his wife on an African safari trip nearly 6 years ago. Ooh, so you go out there. Let's go, honey. We're going on a safari. Big game hunting. We're going to go shoot the big animals, and then we're going to stuff them and put them on the mantle so everybody could see our cycle of killing, right? And so here he is, right? Here's the killer. Right? He kills he murders. Look at the cycle. If you think I'm making it up, he murders animal. Look at what did these animals do to deserve this? You get on a plane and go all the way to Africa to shoot and murder animals. Look at these beautiful animals. They're almost extinct. What did this motherfucker, right? Shot a hippopotamus. You shot a hippopotamus and you're sitting there smiling, right? And then he shoots his wife, right? He's a murderer. The guy's a fucking cold-blooded murderer, no matter how you slice it, right? So a grand jury found Lawrence Larry Randolph, 67, guilty of gunning down his wife of 34 years, Bianca Ralph, right? He was convicted of mail fraud for cashing in $4.8 million in life insurance payments following his wife's death. Jurors sided with prosecutors, said Rudolph killed his wife in cold blood as part of a premeditated plan to take the life insurance payouts and start a new life with his mistress of 20 years. They said Rudolph shot his wife while on hunting in Zambia. And then he was overheard in a restaurant. Look how stupid this guy is. He was overheard saying, "I killed my wife for you," while talking to the other woman. "I killed my wife for you." Laurie Milrone, he said. Right? The pictures this picture's pretty bad. But this one, to me, is a little viscerally worse. A little viscerally worse. Yeah. I can't believe the hippo. So anyway, it reminds me of the story. There's a story called The Short Happy Life of Francis McCumber by Ernest Hemingway. And you might want to read this story. It's a great story. It's only 23 pages long. And it is the exact story. Right? Or is it? Right? What is the short, happy life of Francis McCumber, right? When he finally builds the power and the energy to kill his wife. Read the story, man. Read the story. This is 1936, living out in this guy right here. Right here, right? It was now lunchtime, and they were all sitting around the double green fly of the dining tent, pretending that nothing had happened. Will you have lime juice? It's a brilliant story, and I'm not gonna read the story because it'll take too long. But read the story, "The Short Happy Life of Francis McCumber" by Ernest Hemingway, and it's very very similar to that. So I don't know what you think of this. I like the story today because it points out we're talking about Aman al-Zawahiri, who we killed just recently. We blew him up on his patio, on his balcony in Afghanistan. Where we pulled out of Afghanistan months ago. But we killed him because he killed us. We killed him and his tribe, and because he killed us and our tribe, right? And this motherfucker, this mother effer, kills their tribe, and then their tribe karmically kills the wife and throws him in jail for the rest of his life for killing them. See the cycle? Can you see the cycle, please? I know Buddha Girl sees the cycle because Buddha Girl has the first part of her name explains everything. Right? You see the cycle. It's a horrible story, horrible people. So let's talk about good stuff, right? We should be happy today. Everybody who see, this is electioneering right here, right? Joe Biden, right? Al Qaeda guy, right? They got him. Aman al-Zawahiri was out on the prowl, number 2 man, right? He was responsible for the shooting down of the SS Cole back in the 90s, they say. Do we know that, we have to believe that Aman al-Zawahiri is dead because they're saying he's dead. Politically, it's great for Biden, right? Why? Because it's exactly what Obama did, right? Remember when Obama said he had his Osama bin Laden moment? He went out in front of the cameras and said, "We got him." Right? People love it. Obama became a hero for killing the man who killed us. Kill them. So U.S. takes out. We're going to flash to the markets in a little while. Let me just check right now. Let me check. We're hovering right around this level. I don't know if it's going to come down or not, but it looks like it might. Looks like it might come down a little more. U.S. takes out Al Qaeda leader. So the precision strike took place in the heart of downtown Kabul. Wow. So we're allowed. United States is allowed to fire precision weaponry into the heart of downtown Kabul. That's not terrorism, right? It's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Firing a missile into downtown Kabul to kill a man who you couldn't capture because you couldn't capture him, but you say that he was the mastermind behind killing you. So you're privy to kill him. You have instituted the death sentence. Right? Wrong thinking, people. Wrong thinking. What's the solution? It's stop it. Stop the killing. Stop it. Stop the killing. Let bygones be bygones. More killing leads to more killing. Less killing leads to less killing. It's not about ego. It's not about pride. Put your power aside. Put your view of how world politics, put it aside. They killed you. You were killing him, and now millions of people in Afghanistan see this. You're firing bombs into downtown fucking Kabul and killing people. The precision strike took place in the heart of downtown Kabul during the early morning hours Saturday. Tell me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong in saying that killing leads to more killing? Am I wrong to say that? Is that a theory? No, it's playing out. It plays out in front of you all the time. It's inescapable. Because that's how you're living. If you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Because that's your law. You create that law by doing it. Right? Is there another way? Yes, there is another way. The other way is passive. They killed us, yes, terrible. But let's stop killing them back. Right? So less people die. Because by killing them, you're killing you. Because they will be back to kill you, guaranteed. That's the pattern. You follow the pattern. The terror leader, wait, there's more. The precision took place in downtown Kabul, ending a 21-year manhunt for Osama bin Laden's successor and marking the significant U.S. counter-terror operation since 2009 slaying of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Right? They killed him too, right? And they got a bunch of other, would-be killers down in Guantanamo. And there's nothing wrong with that. Round them up. If you think he's a killer, round them up, put him down. But I don't know. I find it a little troubling firing RX-9 Hellfire missiles dubbed sword bombs into downtown Kabul. The terror leader had stepped onto his balcony when the U.S. drone fired two specifically designed RX-9 Hellfire missiles dubbed sword bombs due to the blades that allow the weapon to tear through metal and walls without destroying entire structures. Oh, it's it's a polite bomb. It only destroys some things, the things that we want to destroy, and leaves the rest intact. So other humans could look and say, "Oh my God, they're such killers," and then be fearful, right? Instill fear in the people, but fear then turns into revenge. It's just inescapable. President Biden confirmed al-Zawahiri's death during an evening address in which he declared justice has been delivered. This is him, and this is Joe Biden declaring.
The United States successfully concluded an airstrike in Kabul, Afghanistan, that killed the emir of al-Qaeda, Ayman al-Zawahiri. Zawahiri was bin Laden's leader.
Whoa.
He was with him the whole time.
He said that al-Zawahiri was bin Laden's leader. That's what he just said. Is that true?
Zawahiri was bin Laden's leader.
So who was leading who? I thought Osama bin Laden was number one.
He was with him the whole time. He was his number two man, his deputy at the time. The terrorist.
So how is the number two man the leader, Joe? I'm just for clarification. How you killed the number two man, but you just called him Osama. You called him number one's leader. If you're number one's leader, aren't you number one and the other guy's number two?
Attack 9/11. He was deeply involved in the planning of 9/11. One of the most responsible for the attacks that murdered 2,977 people on American soil.
It wouldn't surprise me if Ahmad al-Zawahiri was brought into court and found guilty of these crimes. That's not the point. That's not the point of my program. I'm not here to say I'm just pointing out the killing. That your solution to crime is to punish. You throw people in jail and you punish them. Your solution to people who kill is to kill them, perpetuating the endless cycle of killing. That's what I'm pointing out. Is that wrong? Is that defeatist? Is that it's certainly not a left-wing conspiracy or a right-wing conspiracy, which makes me purely, my own, in my opinion, I guess. I'm coming from the middle. This is the true middle. Stop the killing, both sides. Stop the killing, please. Stop killing everybody.
For decades, he was the mastermind behind attacks against Americans, including the bombing of the USS Cole in 2000, which killed 17 American sailors and wounded.
There's a lot of gray area around the bombing of the U.S. Cole. If it was in fact bombed at all by anybody, there's speculation that maybe it was an accident, maybe it was friendly fire. No one's sure what happened on the USS Cole. And anyway, it's a military fucking ship. You're a military ship. You're a big gun. And and someone shoots at the big gun and then now it's a problem? It's a big gun. It's a big gun parked off their coast, the USS Cole was. It's a warship. And somebody shot at the warship to get it the fuck out of there, and you're troubled by that. Okay.
Dozens more. He played a key role in the bombing of the U.S. Embassy.
Marcus Conte, you are a Muslim sympathizer. You are Mossad.
In Kenya and Tanzania, killing 224 and wounding over 4,500 others.
We don't know if any of these things are true. We don't know. We know that the death count that he's talking about, right, is probably true, right? The death count is probably true, but we don't know who orchestrated it. All we know is the broader picture. We accuse them of killing our tribe, and we turn around and kill their tribe. They turn around and kill our tribe, and we turn around and kill their tribe, and on and on and on in an endless cycle of killing.
He carved a trail of murder and violence against American citizens, American service members, American diplomats.
No, is the broader picture. Sorry.
And since the United States delivered justice to bin Laden 11 years ago, Zawahiri has been a leader of al-Qaeda, the leader. From hiding, he coordinated al-Qaeda's branches and all around the world, including setting priorities for providing operational guidance that call for and inspired attacks against U.S. targets.
Well, that's all true. I mean, that's what Al-Qaeda's on the record as doing that, right? Orchestrating the killing of Americans. Why? Because they killed us in Afghanistan. They slaughtered us. Yes. Our people may have gotten on planes and killed them, but they turned around and killed more of us for what a bunch of kooks did somewhere else. How many people in Afghanistan died? Afghanistan death toll. Afghanistan death toll. During the war, am I making it up? No, Wikipedia says it. According to Wikipedia, the UN-assisted mission in Afghanistan reported that 218 civilians were killed as a result of armed conflict in Afghanistan in 2008. Now, what's the total? Total. During the war in Afghanistan, according to the Costs of War Project, the war killed 176,000 people in Afghanistan, 46,000 civilians, and 69,000 military and police, at least 52,000 opposition fighters. Okay? That's the death toll in Afghanistan, right? They killed 3,000 of our tribe. We turned around and killed fucking almost 250,000 people in Afghanistan. And what about Iraq? What about Syria? What about Panama? What about Nicaragua? And on and on and on. I'm no expert on war, but it's almost always, I mean, Syria is the one right now. There's so much of this. So Yemen, oh my God, Yemen. They're shitting all over Yemen. So here's this guy, right? He feels like he's doing the right thing. They killed us. I'm going to devote my life to killing them. You killed my Osama. You killed my Osama. So FBI, he was the FBI's most wanted, Ayman al-Zawahiri, who was killed by a CIA airstrike in Afghanistan over the weekend, helped plan the 9/11 terror attacks, and was Obama's successor. So Joe Biden's out there saying that he was Osama bin Laden's leader. Joe Biden said that. I didn't say that. So al-Zawahiri, 71, had been at the helm of the terror group since bin Laden was taken out by U.S. Navy SEAL Team 6 under President Barack Obama in 2011. This is politics. That's what it reaps. It screams to me. Let's look at the markets. Fuck! Oh my God, the market's open. It's been open for 3 minutes. What am I going to do? I got to look at my money. I got to look at my money to find out what my money's doing. So we opened down, another dip down. Is it going to stay down? I don't know. It seems like it wants to go back up. But there we are. Markets are open right now, and let's look at the big board. How things open. NASDAQ has opened down, not too bad, slightly. The NASDAQ, hold on a second. Come on, man. Rivian down 17 cents at 34.65, still holding like a rock. The NASDAQ down 48 or 0.3%, not a big deal after a huge 2 days. Dow Jones Industrial Average up down 173, again, because of a huge 2 days. Same for S&P 500, 4,100 on the S&P. Apple, the magic Apple, 160, down $1 today. Amazon down 68. Google down 10 cents. Looks like it's all going to turn green in another minute. Even Facebook is up 28 cents. Microsoft down $2. These are expected. This is expected because the markets were screaming up. You could see the chart on the NASDAQ, how it just ripped up over the last 2 days. So we're here now, and are we finding support here? I don't know. But it looks like it's the markets are. What else? Tesla. It looks like. Here's what I think. I do know what I think. I'm just not telling you. What I think is that I think that the NASDAQ is going to pull back right to the top here. It should, if it continues the trend, it'll come down a little more and it'll turn around and roar right back up. But because it's going up so quickly, the downside tends to be less. It tends to be less opportunity to jump in because it's moving up so quickly. Right? So the trend starts to change as it moves up. Is it moving up? Are we at the bottom? It appears that the bottom is in this reporter's view. All right, downside at these levels on the NASDAQ. We got to talk about Raytheon. The war stocks. Okay, so I wanted to talk about Lockheed Martin and Raytheon. U.S. continuing the political position that killing our enemies of 20 years ago is good for politics right now. Raytheon down 12 cents. Lockheed Martin up $2.04. Fuck you, we're going up, man, on war. What about the holy vaccine? Holy vaccine, holy mask, holy distance. Purveyors of vaccines, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, all up this morning. Every single one of them up about a percentage point. People love their vaccines, man. They need them. right? People need that shit. They need it. Like they get, give me one. I got my one over here. Give it to me over here. So I got both sides. Right? I got them on both sides. Put one in I got the booster too. Put one in each one of my cheeks, ass cheeks, so I could rub it into my muscle. Right? I got 4 shots, right? like a quadriplegic. Shot, ass shot. Right? 4 shots. Joe Biden tried that. He got COVID twice. He got fucking four shots. Joe Biden, double vax, double fucking laughing at Joe Biden, man. Old man, man. 90, 80. He got 4 vaccines. Two vaccines, 2 boosters. Still got COVID, man. He got it twice, man. So anyway, that's the market. Where were we? I forgot. Oh yeah, U.S. Al Qaeda leaders, killers. They're killers. Yeah. So there's Cabal, right? Cabal, fucking right off the. Cabal has no peace, no freedom. Right? If you don't like our politics, someone like the United States will fire a fucking hellfire missile into your balcony in the middle of town, the middle of downtown. Can you imagine if Afghanistan shot a fucking U.S. Political figure on U.S. soil in the Marriott in downtown Manhattan? Think about it for 1 second. What would happen? What would happen to Afghanistan if Afghanistan shot a rocket and killed, I don't know, somebody like George Bush Jr.? What if Afghanistan stood in the mountains wherever and again, this is not. It's not a conspiracy theory. I'm saying what if. What if George Bush was hanging out at the Marriott in downtown Manhattan and some bunch of Afghanistan guys under the alleged leadership of Ayman al-Zawahiri shot him because they say he killed, I just gave you the numbers. How many fucking 200,000 Afghanistan people under the direction of George Bush? Now, you know what I mean? What would happen to Afghanistan? Afghanistan would cease to exist. Afghanistan, because one psychopath in Afghanistan engineered this when probably 90% of Afghanistan doesn't give a shit about Ayman al-Zawahiri. All they know is that the United States is still firing fucking missiles into downtown Kabul. 20 years later, they're shooting missiles, blowing fucking shit up. Right, blowing it up. There he is. I don't know. I just can't help. I just can't help to think that violence begets violence. It's not the gun. These guys are within their rights to protect themselves from intruders, from people trying to kill them. That's self-defense. It's something very different. It's something very different. You're not, look, it's definitely different. Right? Protection of oneself is not a continuation of violence. I don't think. So that's what's going on over there in Afghanistan. I don't know what your opinion is. I think that since we're not really allowed to have opinions anymore, because that's not allowed. Opinion is perceived as advancing some sort of claim. No, it's not. It's the American thing of, voicing one's opinion. I have an opinion. We all have opinions, right? Sometimes. Or we can reflect on other people's opinions. Let's reflect on Joe Rogan's opinion about Jeffrey Epstein. Let's listen.
More than that, he was bringing them to parties. He was more than that. He was bringing them to parties. Like it was an intelligence operation. Whoever was running it, whether it was the Mossad, or whether it was the CIA, or whether it was a combination of both, it was an intelligence operation. They were bringing in people and compromising them.
They were.
And then when they would compromise them, they would use, whatever they had on them to influence their opinions.
Okay, here's the flaw in the theory, right? Who came first, Epstein or Mossad and CIA? Epstein was already doing that stuff long before Mossad and CIA stepped in. Remember, Jeffrey Epstein had been a flamboyant billionaire playboy long before he was politically connected. Right? What do you believe? You believe then if Mossad and CIA were involved in the rise of Jeffrey Epstein, it has to go all the way back to the beginning of Jeffrey Epstein's career on Wall Street. Right? I would say that the theory is flawed. The theory can be correct if we're to say that CIA and Mossad infiltrated Epstein later. But it doesn't solve the mystery. Did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself? Right? Was he murdered in jail by Mossad and CIA to shut him up? Double blind whack happens all the time in CIA. They kill their agents all the time. Or do they? They say they do. It's double blind. The guy, the CIA agent, is part of he's like the throwaway gun. He goes in there and kills, and then they kill him so nobody traces the killing back to us. It doesn't really answer any of those questions. Let's listen to Joe Rogan's conspiracy one more time.
More than that, he was bringing them to parties. Like it was an intelligence operation.
Okay.
Whoever was running it, whether it was the Mossad or whether it was the CIA or
Okay.
whether it was a combination of both, it was an intelligence operation.
Okay.
They were bringing in people and compromising them, and then
Everything at that level attracts intelligence. Everything at that level will ultimately attract intelligence because you have high-ranking officials and politicians, and the attraction is there. What do you mean attraction? I mean, what do you mean that that intelligence wasn't there? Of course, intelligence is there.
when they would compromise them, they would use, whatever they had on them to influence their opinions.
Yes. I agree with that. I agree with Joe Rogan's theory. It's just what came first, the chicken or the egg? Who came first, Jeffrey Epstein or the pedophile, the guy who likes little girls and buys islands to touch little girls, or Mossad and CIA? It seems that Mossad, CIA would come later. But it doesn't solve the mystery, who killed Jeffrey Epstein? I think that's the greatest mystery. Who killed Jeffrey Epstein? And is Jeffrey Epstein really killed? Or was he let out the back door? Because if it was CIA and Mossad, there is a possibility to let him out the back door. However, he may think he's out, right? And then they kill him later. He's too much of a risk. Jeffrey Epstein walking around, just like the guy that I pointed out earlier. He was sitting in a restaurant. He says, "I killed my wife for you." Can you imagine Jeffrey Epstein in a fucking restaurant in downtown Kabul and saying, and a bomb goes off and he screams out, "Oh my God, I fucking, the CIA got me out of a death camp, right? To almost get killed again." You see the similarity there? That was a little bit of a reach, but you see what I'm saying, right? Is Jeffrey Epstein dead? Is Jeffrey Epstein? I mean, that's what Joe Rogan brings up again. The idea that somehow government was involved in the killing and/or murder and/or suicide of Jeffrey Epstein. Right? I wish government would stay out of it, and we could have found out the truth. We could have put Jeffrey Epstein on the stand and asked him questions, but we didn't do that. Instead, we stuffed him into a maximum security shithole with no food, right? And allegedly, and stuck him in Metropolitan Correctional Facility next to the Kangaroo Court, Central Southern District of New York, and he got killed, and/or disappeared, and/or released. So good one, Joe Rogan, man. I love Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, good theory, good theory. So anyway, Mark Conte reporting, and that's all I got today, I guess. What's the market doing? Oh yeah, look, the market went right back up. Holy shit, they like it. The market's loving it right here, man. They're loving this dip. Buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, everybody. Dippy. Dippy is back. Look at that support right around 32.49 on TQQQ. This is the ETF that trades alongside the NASDAQ. Very strong right now. Look at that chart. Straight up, man. Straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up. Aye. For disclosure, I am long right now, NASDAQ. I have been long. I sell occasionally. I close and reopen occasionally as it dips. So good morning. So thank you everybody for joining me. I don't have any music queued up. I guess I can't play music. I can't play music, so I'm gonna play Granny Cat. Granny Cat. Thanks everybody for joining me, man. Thank you everybody for joining me. Where's my cat? Where's my cat, man? Where's my cat? It's not giving me my cat anymore. Granny Cat channel. Where's Granny Cat? Oh man, they fucking KO'd my Granny Cat. Where's Granny Cat? Granny Cat. I can't find Granny. Oh, Granny Cat. I spelt it wrong. Where's Granny Cat on the channel? And there you are, beautiful cat. There you are, beautiful cat. Peace, everybody. Mark Conte reporting. Enjoy your day, everybody. Don't let the conspiracies get you down. Stay out of your own head. Yes, there is conspiracy theory, but the advancement of violence, the advancement of hate and killing is a defect of human character. We have to stop that. If we're to survive as a species, we have to stop killing each other and other species around us. We have to find a way. We have to find a way to lessen our behavior. Killing will still happen in nature. Animals will kill to survive, but our nature needs to turn to love. We need to teach our kids to love. We need to teach the world to love. Not jump down every single conspiratorial rabbit hole that comes along because it's fun. Not to get sucked into the spiral of politics because it feels right. And then suddenly a bomb goes off in downtown Kabul from politics. So thank you everybody for joining me. Marcus Conte reporting.